So, what's up? What's up? Tiffany, Mayor Tiffany Henyard of Dolton Village. What's really going on with her? Anytime you done name yourself, want to be called, okay to be called city girl mayor. Anytime you take it upon yourself, when there is actual footage of you portraying yourself as a Nino Brown. Now, the movie is one thing to watch. When I say be careful what you put before your eyes, the actions, what you listen to. But when you actually take it upon yourself to portray the image of a Nino Brown, what is that really saying? Okay, and you want to sit up here and be lashing out when you're at these city board meetings.
They matter to us. We going through the fires for y'all.
Henyard calls her critics grandstanders who should get in line.
Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. Y'all black. Y'all are black. And y'all sitting up here beating and attacking on a black woman that's in power. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves.
Talking allegedly to the elderly, like so disrespectful. Like, how in the world did this person get in office with all of these alleged scams, with how money is being misused?
Henyard and her team stayed at the Four Seasons Hotel, costing taxpayers more than $9,000. In New York, the bill came to $13,000. Henyard has refused to explain the specific purpose of the trips or why they travel in such style.
Thankfully, the story has gotten some traction, but now it's like, girl, what else can possibly happen with your name being involved? Let's get into this latest allegation concerning a trip to Vegas with her then assistant.
Allegations against the mayor of Dolton and an unnamed village trustee. We've learned the Illinois Department of Human Rights is investigating complaint, harassment, and retaliation. NBC5's Regina Waldrop has been poring over the documents in the case, and you're here now with what they reveal. Regina?
Stephen, Marion, a few days ago, NBC5 obtained complaints filed with the Department of Human Rights through a Freedom of Information request. Now, they're filed against Mayor Tiffany Henyard and the village of Dolton and Thornton Township. A former female employee who was Henyard's assistant alleges retaliation, harassment, and discrimination after she raised concerns about an apparent non-consensual encounter between her and an unnamed village trustee. The Dolton police officer says in a separate complaint filed with the Department of Human Rights that he also faced retaliatory actions for coming forward with what he witnessed. The incident allegedly occurred during an economic development trip to Las Vegas last May. On that trip, Dolton Mayor Tiffany Henyard and a handful of village representatives, including her former assistant who filed this complaint with the Illinois Department of Human Rights, and two village trustees. We're not naming the woman because NBC5 does not name people who possibly. According to her complaint, the woman says she went to dinner with an unnamed Dolton trustee. The complaint then recounts the following events. After dinner, she says she started to feel disoriented, extremely lightheaded, as if the ground was moving. She says she blacked out. According to the complaint, the next morning, she woke up in the trustee's hotel room with no memory of how she got there, experiencing physical discomfort. She says after returning to Dolton, Officer Byron Miles, who was part of Henyard's security detail and went on the trip to Vegas, told her a trustee on the trip told him that the trustee had with her. Officer Miles has also filed a complaint with the Human Rights Department. The woman states in her complaint that after she was told this, she went immediately to seek medical care. Both complaints then provide details of a meeting which took place the following day with the former assistant, Officer Miles, and Mayor Henyard. At this meeting, the woman informed Henyard.
Does real people exist? Yes, they exist. But this person here, the way she comes off, she appears to think she's bigger than life, unstoppable, the best of the best. She knows how to play her hand. What she does is how she do it, and she already had this recipe together that is starting to crumble. Eventually, don't you know, you keep on poking away at the bear, that the bear is going to bite back. Meaning you can't just go throughout life thinking, continuously doing wrong and think it's not going to be uncovered one way or another. One way or another, it's going to catch up with people. There have been so many examples already set forth. Sometimes you hear, politics is a dirty game. Well, if you already kind of know this, already done heard it, then it's like, why not be the change? What is wrong with people trying to do right nowadays? Why get caught up in a whirlwind when sometimes the decisions that are made can just bring harm on yourself? Why put more pressure? People are already carrying the weight of the world in some situations. And then to want to add on to your life and to other people's lives? They said when the girl came into office, she had a solid team to back her to be the change.
Are you ready to take your oath?
Yes.
Tonight, Dolton's new mayor, Tiffany Henyard, sworn in.
Dolton residents, I am reporting for duty.
Henyard, now the first woman and the youngest person to ever be elected mayor of the South Suburb.
Crime has been on the rise in Dolton for a long time. I am bringing back Chief Collins, and I am charging him with bringing a comprehensive policing plan to fight crime, create a position of economic development director, and charge him or her with developing a comprehensive economic development plan for Dolton. Dolton, we need jobs.
For the people. But then when does this corruption of these allegations seep into the mind to think, maybe I'll try this just this one time and see if I can get away with it. And then before you know, you done hit a slippery slope.
The mayor said that if this information became public, she would be ruined, that all the work she'd done would be lost. The ex-employee says the mayor told her she would take care of it and to trust her. Days later, according to her complaint, the woman was put on unpaid medical leave, though she says she did not request to be put on leave. She was later terminated. In his complaint, Officer Miles alleges that he was demoted to patrol duty, among other retaliation, for coming forward as a witness. They're asking for back pay, front pay, punitive damages, and attorney's fees. In a statement to NBC5, the Village says it conducted a thorough investigation into these allegations, led by an independent third-party company. The statement goes on to say former police officer Miles was interviewed and denied knowing anything about these allegations and refused to cooperate. The statement continues, this is nothing more than two disgruntled Village employees trying to make off with taxpayers' hard-earned dollars. The Village looks forward to defending these allegations and pursuing all other available remedies to the Village.
So all things alleged, but this story and other stories are continuously unraveling.